Good morning, IJ members, and today's actually Halloween, and my clerks and secretary they're planning on dressing up for the occasion. I don't have to be in court today, and I'm playing along somewhat dressed as a cowboy. So I didn't wear the hat for you today, Ramona, but I'm pleased to be joined today in the President's Message by Judge Ramona Sullivan from the Sixth Circuit, Champaign County, and Judge Sullivan is also the co-chair of the IJ Pro Bono Committee, along with Justice Cynthia Cobb. So, Justice Sullivan, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me here today. So I'm Ramona Sullivan. I sit in Champaign County. This is my I'm finishing my third year as a circuit judge. And before that, I'd been a legal aid attorney for 20 some years. And so pro bono legal aid, making sure folks have access to justice and things along that nature have always just been my passion, my entire career. And so somehow when I became a judge, I was immediately tapped to serve on the pro bono committee of the IJA. So this is my second year co-chairing that committee. And I'm delighted to talk to you about the committee, about some of our activities, whatever you would like to talk about this morning.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramona. I know we met a year or so ago and had a conversation with a dinner with the judges from the Sixth Circuit. And I caught your passion for legal aid, pro bono work, and so I really appreciate your service. I had the good fortune of attending a couple of events for Pro Bono Week last week, and I want to give a shout out to the Third Circuit, the 20th Circuit, and I know there were events all over the place, both before and after last week. But I'm very excited to hear about the IJ Day of Service coming up this Saturday. I guess that's November the 4th.
It is. And so the committee that I serve on, the Pro Bono Committee, our purpose is primarily to encourage and support pro bono legal services, to try to help find ways for retired judges to actually do pro bono work if they're able to, legal services, and for active and retired judges to support the work of pro bono. And so that's our primary focus. But because there are so many active judges who obviously can't do pro bono work but would like to be involved in community services, we have a second part of our mission, which is to encourage, promote, provide opportunities for community service among all of the judges, active and retired. And so last year we started this day of service. Our first annual day of service was the first Saturday of November last year, and judges throughout the state got involved. We had events at a number of different food banks and pantries, soup kitchens, where folks volunteered, spent some time together, and had a really, really great opportunity to serve the community. It was really wonderful. Folks who couldn't volunteer were also obviously able to make donations, food donations, cash donations to the food pantries in their areas. And it went well enough that we decided to make that an annual event. So this Saturday, November 4th, will be our second annual event. And again, our committee members have worked to schedule some specific activities. We do have specific activities and programs planned in a number of different cities throughout the state, in Chicago and Elgin, Libertyville, Joliet, Belleville, Urbana, Peoria, and Pekin all have organized programs of some sort. So if judges in those areas want to just jump in and be a part of our organized activities, that's fantastic. If our activities don't work for somebody, that's also fine. Folks who want to volunteer could just go to feedingillinois.org to find out exactly what food banks, what soup kitchens, what pantries are available in their area, and either volunteer there or make some donations there. But we really do want to encourage as many judges as possible to get involved. It's fun, it's important, and so that's why we're doing it. We've picked the food insecurity cause, I guess, for our day of service because the statistics that we have show that 1 out of 12 Illinois residents and 1 out of 9 children in Illinois struggle regularly with food insecurity. And it just seems like an obvious place where judges can help.
Well, that's wonderful. And you listed several places, and that cuts a wide swath across the state of Illinois that any of us who want to get involved in an organized effort, but like you said, we can go out on our own and help with this cause as well. Getting a hold of Feeding America. I remember John Thies when he was president of the Illinois State Bar Association. That was his big push and theme for the year. Yeah, so let's say I want to get involved with Belleville, for example, where would I find out information about that, or who would I get a hold of?
Yeah, so you should have been receiving emails from the IJA about the day of service, and that's got a lot of contact information. But if you accidentally deleted those and didn't read those, there's still ways to get that information. In Belleville, the committee member who is organizing that is Stacy Campbell. She's our 5th district chairperson, and you could contact her directly. You could contact me. You could contact the IJA, and we would get you connected. But the Belleville activity is November 4th from 9 to 11 at the Community Interfaith Food Pantry. And so volunteers are absolutely welcome, needed, encouraged, and just contact Judge Campbell to get registered for that. If she even needs you to register, she might just need you to show up. I honestly don't know. The one that I'm
committed myself to that.
I'm sorry.
I think I may have just committed myself to that. So
I think you did. I think you did. So that means you're excused from the Urbana one. I'll be at the Urbana one. And we're also 9 to 11 at the Eastern Illinois Food Bank. Anyone who wants to join me in Urbana is more than welcome to. I've got a number of people signed up already, a nice mix of retired and active judges who are going to be working to help the food bank. I believe our project this year is repacking food. What happens typically at the food banks is that they either purchase in bulk or get donations in bulk of massive amounts of some food item. But then in order to actually get that to a home, it's got to be repackaged in a smaller way that gets delivered to the food pantries or the soup kitchens, or even delivered individually to people's homes. So what we would be doing is taking those enormous packages, or not packages, those just enormous bulk boxes full of food, and putting them into smaller containers so that they can actually get delivered and used for the people who need them.
That's wonderful. And I really would like to be with you in Urbana. Unfortunately, I've got to be in Phoenix, in the extreme southern part of the state, at 1 o'clock. So that will not work out logistically for me. Hope to join you some future year with your effort in Urbana. So thank you. And what about, I know you do so much in the pro bono committee, but this obviously is a big day on Saturday. Really encourage anyone to get involved if you can. But anything else you'd like to tell us about the pro bono committee, and perhaps efforts throughout the rest of the year?
Sure. You would think I would have that handy at my fingertips. I know that we'll be coordinating a blood drive in January again. We will be coordinating, well, we just coordinated pro bono week activities. That was last week, and that was phenomenal. And then our statewide day of service is Saturday. And then we will also be encouraging folks to do some community activity, hopefully in schools, for Law Day, which is always on or near May 1st. I mean, May 1st is Law Day, but that doesn't always work out to be the day to celebrate it. So we do have a number of different community activities in the works. And then always our primary goal is to try to help find ways to get retired judges, if they're able and willing, to actually provide some type of pro bono legal services, and to get active and retired judges to support and encourage pro bono services, so that folks who are coming to court have at least advice, if not assistance, in preparing some of their paperwork and their arguments. As all of us know who sit in court and have folks coming in who didn't get any advice or assistance with forms, it's very difficult for people to obtain the results that they wanted if no one has given them any advice about how to seek those results. So that's our primary focus.
Well, I applaud you, and I applaud the retired judges who are getting involved, and I know those others who do want to get plugged in. But I know my friend, retired Judge Stephen Rice from the 20th Circuit was honored at their reception last week because of his efforts pro bono work. So I applaud Judge Rice and again others who are getting involved, giving back, and our active judges who are promoting, helping out with pro bono work as well. So thank you so much. Thank you, Judge Sullivan, for what you do, your service in the judiciary, and I want to wish you and everyone else a happy Thanksgiving coming up. It'll be a few weeks from now, but with your family and friends. And I want to give a special shout out today to my friend and predecessor, Eileen Burke. And I hope she approves of my appearance today. And she'll know what I mean. But I wish all of you the best this month, and thank you again, Mona, for what you do and for being with me today.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.